Gleaming once again, and we are on Module 3 of our course, Get Healthy, Wealthy and Wise. Last session we explored how to budget better and how small changes can make a tremendous difference to your budget. We also touched on the importance of investing time in managing your money. How did your homework go? Did you spend time on your money matters? Have you become more aware of your financial habits and weaknesses? Perhaps you have managed to change just one of your poor money habits. If you have done so, well done. You are well on the road to financial success. The most common reason for financial stress is too much debt. For every 100 Rand we earn, the average South African spends 78 Rand on debt. Now imagine waking up on payday and 100% of your salary is yours. This module explores how we can manage debt more effectively. Let's start with the term credit active. Are you credit active? A person is credit active when they have a relationship with a credit or a service provider. If you have a credit card or a personal loan, you are deemed to be credit active. Now, are you managing to pay these credit active accounts on time each and every month? If you have answered no, you're not alone. Only 4 in 10 South Africans, according to the National Credit Regulator, pay their accounts on time each and every month. We use credit, but we don't necessarily understand it. So what is credit? Credit gives a person instant buying power, allowing for instant gratification. I want a new suit. Simply swipe my card and simsalabim, I leave the store with the new suit. Paying it off monthly. But until I pay back what I owe, the suit does not belong to me. Credit grantors give one access to credit. This could be a bank or a retailer like Edgar's. They make a decision on whether to grant you credit based on your credit report. According to the National Credit Regulator, you can access a copy of your free credit report once a year from one of the credit bureaus. Your credit report is like the heartbeat of your financial health. When it comes to debt management, we encourage you to start by accessing a free copy of your credit report. A credit report is made up of the following sections: your personal information, which includes your name, surname, personal contact details, and marital status. Your credit inquiry history, which lists all the providers that have been looking at your credit report. Your credit summary, which is a list of all lending agreements. Public records, legal notices, which may include a default, judgment, or a negative listing. And your payment profile. This tracks each and every credit payment that you make on a monthly basis. There are many benefits to accessing your free credit report. Firstly, you can see who's been viewing your credit report on the inquiry section. Make sure you recognize these providers, as accessing your credit report can protect you from being a victim of identity theft. Next, confirm all your personal information is correct. And lastly, check to ensure that you are in fact paying your accounts on time each and every month. Both credit providers and potential employers use your credit report, so it is vital to understand and know what information is provided. Now that you have an understanding of your credit report, let's explore what happens when we don't pay our debt. Well, a credit or a service provider can take legal action against you in the form of a default listing, judgment, or a garnishee order if you do not pay your debt. So it is vital to read your credit agreement before you accept a loan, as when you sign that credit agreement, you are in essence agreeing to these terms of the loan. The question I am often asked is all debt bad debt? Well, Robert Kiyosaki says there is no such thing as good debt. He attributes the reason that most modern families struggle is due to debt. On the other hand, Pravin Gordon says good debt could be described as bricks and books. This is the debt you take on to further your education, books, or purchase property, bricks. I personally would tend to agree with him. There are many different types of lending, but a quick way to determine whether good debt is bad or ugly would be to take a look at the term of the loan. This is the period of time that you repay the debt over. If debt is structured over a long period of time, like a home loan, it would be safe to call this debt good debt. The The rates are often linked to prime, and it is structured over 20 to 30 years. On the other end of the scale, money lenders could definitely be described as ugly, with the loan term being 30 days and interest rates at a whopping 60%, meaning you take a loan of R1,000 and in 30 days you pay back 1,600. In order to manage your debt, we recommend you take a snapshot of your debt, completing a list of all your debt and doing your homework to find out what interest rate you are being charged and how many months remaining you have on the loan agreement. It is also important to check what your monthly service fee is. This is the fee that you are being charged while this account is open. Now, how do you get out of the debt trap and terminate your debt, saving yourself thousands of rand in interest each month? The Interface 200 Rand plan is a simple but effective way to take control of your debt. Remember, in Module 2, we explored ways to save 200 Rand on your monthly expenses by reducing your bank charges or perhaps bringing your lunch to work. We believe every budget can save 200 Rand. Now let's show you how to terminate your debt one step at a time by using this 200 Rand wisely. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time, right? How do you get out of debt? One account at a time. Start by taking the account with the lowest outstanding balance. Then fast-track this account by paying an extra 200 Rand into the installment. In this example, we would encourage you to target Edgar's. Instead of paying them $2.95 per month, you would add the 200 Rand saved from your budget and pay them $4.95 per month. In 4 months, this account could be closed. You would be one account down on your debt termination plan. We would then suggest that you take the $2.95 that you were paying Edgar's along with the 200 Rand and pay $4.95 in the next account. In this example, you would pay for Sheeny 1,100, and in 4 months, this account could also be terminated. You can use this principle to fast-track your debt slowly but surely in order to get out of the debt trap. It's not easy, I know, but by using discipline, you can become debt-free. A last point that I'd like to make is that it is vital to structure a loan correctly. If you structure a home loan of 500,000 Rand over 20 versus 30 years, you could pay close to 500,000 Rand more in interest charges over the term of the loan. On the other hand, if you simply pay 10% more into that loan on a monthly basis, increasing your repayment from 4,500 per month to 5,000 Rand a month, you can take 5 years off the loan term and save yourself 179,000 in interest charges, paying the loan off over 15 versus 20 years. In closing, all debt is not bad debt, but one needs to make an informed decision on whether we can afford the loan and understand the reason for the loan. If you are feeling overwhelmed by debt, send your debt snapshot to Interface and our team of debt specialists will guide you on the number of debt solutions that can assist you, from debt mediation to debt counseling to voluntary surrender of estate.